you know what's going on. You chopping up with DJ Joy Podcast.
What it do? This your girl, Carly V, and I'm chopping it up with DJ George.
Yeah, y'all. All that shouting, man. What's poppin', y'all? It's King Giant checking in, man, with DJ George, man, with Chop It Up Podcast.
What's up, man? It's your boy Diego the Great checking in right here on Chopping It Up Podcast with comedian DJ George.
It's your boy Dollar Bill G5, man, and every time I'm chopping it up, I chop it up with DJ George. Yeah.
Chopping It Up Podcast.
Y'all listening to Chop It Up with DJ George.
It's your boy Jungle Baby, and you're chopping it up with the Chopping It Up Podcast Show.
This one for the gangsters and the real. And the real. This one for the gangsters and the real. And the real. This one for the gangsters and the real. And the real. This one for the gangsters and the real. Better get your mind right.
Goddamn, boy, you ain't chopping it up with DJ George?
Hey, chopping it up, chopping it up, chopping it up. Hey, this your boy comedian DJ George, and welcome to another day and another episode of Chopping It Up, man. Today, I got a smart young brother, man, that pays a lot of attention to the community and who we electing, you feel me, right here in our city, Montgomery, Alabama. Better yet, the state, you feel me? He pouring out the stuff that people like me and you and some other people can't see because we too busy paying bills and going to work trying to provide for our kids, so we don't really see, you know, what our city councilman doing or what this person doing that we done voted in. So today I got the young brother here, man, and I want y'all to give it up for Mr. Tony Nye. Y'all give it up for him, man. Y'all show him some love. Show him some love, man. Man, how you doing, Mr. Knight?
Hey, I'm blessed and highly favored, dog.
Okay, boy. Hey, boy, listen, boy, my auntie and them used to say that all the goddamn time, you feel me? And I was like, Auntie, why? When I was young, like, why you just won't say hey, you feel me?
Right.
Man, but how you been doing, man? Tell us a little bit about your day on a day-to-day basis.
Okay, well, first of all, I'm the pastor of the North Montgomery Baptist Church, located in Newtown.
Okay, Newtown.
On Ferguson Street.
Northside. I'm from the North. I'm right there by King Hill. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Right up the street from you, Doc. Right up the street from you. So, you know, I pastor there.
Mm-hmm.
I do security. I work for myself. I have my own security company.
Okay.
So I do a lot of security around the city. In my spare time, I do a lot of community service activities. You know, you're liable to find me if there's a need somewhere and it's nearby. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna be somewhere in the area.
Okay.
You know, and 90% of the times, Doc, to be honest with you, to respect people's privacy, I don't film or take pictures on a lot of things that I do.
Yeah.
But now, if you ask me some things,
yeah,
you know, I'm gonna give it to you. You know, so you'll know exactly what it is that I'm out there doing.
So how long you been a pastor?
Doc, last Sunday, I just celebrated 5 years at the Great North.
Okay, y'all give it up for 5 years, preaching the gospel, man.
Yes, sir.
Man, in the hood too. You in the hood.
Well,
you feel me?
I'm out of Washington Park.
Okay.
My dad decided out the vineyard.
Okay.
And I love Montgomery.
Okay, yeah. Hey, when it like that, boy, you love Montgomery.
You love Montgomery.
You can't help because you done slept on every side of town.
There you go.
You feel me? You had an apartment when you got old enough to get an apartment. You had an apartment on east side of town and stuff. So you see the change and see what needs to change around here.
Absolutely. So you know, and one thing about us, Doc, and if we would all be honest for just a second. Once we came out of high school and we all started moving into our own respected places, we all then came together around in this city anyway.
Right.
We didn't all party together, man.
Party
I partied
together.
from the Untouchables to the Oasis to the Main Event to the Diplomat to Club G.
And that's
to
all
the
the popping things.
Right.
You feel me?
You know, I remember all that.
Man.
I even remember, you know, I tell my kids, man, and they look at me like I'm crazy. I said, y'all don't even know the kind of fun y'all missing.
I'm talking about, boy, this city's be lit.
It used to be lit. We used to have house parties.
So what have changed from that?
Dog. Politics. Politics has ruined us.
Man, educate us on politics, man, because a lot of us be seeing what's going on, and we like, man, he don't look like he gonna help us. You feel me? We don't vote for him, and then we end up voting for the wrong person. You feel what I'm saying?
Because we keep falling for the rabbit in the hat trick.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Black folks, us, we always fall for that Martin Luther King speech, the picture with Barack Obama.
Oh, shit.
And then, you know, when it come time to getting the work done in the community,
right,
we still get left out. I mean, black people have always been known for the last ones to get hired, the first ones fired.
Right.
We spend more money in this city than any other group in this city. And our communities are the most neglected.
Ooh.
And there's no reason for that. I mean, come on, Doc. They done paved Perry Hill Street twice.
Right.
We had to beg to get South Court Street paved.
Yeah, man. South Court Street been fucked up since been fucked up. It's
For a
been
long
fucked up
time.
since I was a kid.
You can
feel
get
me?
on one end of South Court Street and ride it to the other. It's like a roller coaster ride with the free admission.
But I want to ask you a question. Let me play my sound. What do you call the Martin Luther King speech?
You know,
Come on, that's what I want to hear.
Oh,
That's what I want to hear.
when they sell us where we all gonna walk and hold hands and we shall overcome. Doc, we've been doing the same thing 50 years.
Yeah.
When are we gonna overcome?
What you think is wrong with us with overcoming? Do you think we want to overcome, or we just want to talk that shit?
We
just
keep
to
putting the
sign?
wrong people in position.
You know how somebody say, I'm going to wash my car, and then you be like, hey, bro, did you wash your car yesterday? Nah, man, I'm going to wash that
put it
shit
like
tomorrow.
this.
They always saying it, but not put action to it.
We put people in positions that sound well, but don't mean well.
Ooh.
I need a person in a position that understand the struggle. Look, if
Yeah.
you ain't been to, if we ain't partied together,
Right.
if we ain't, Doc, I done been locked up in the city and the county before.
Okay, so because you got the experience.
Right. So
That's what
I
I'm
know
talking
how I
about.
feel to break the law.
Yeah.
If you ain't got high, I used to get high. You know, I'm not knocking nobody to get high.
Yeah,
I
because I'm
remember the
sure up
days.
here high. I'm high as a
I bet
motherfucker.
you is.
I want to fire a blunt right now, but I ain't going to disrespect you,
I
Pastor. You feel me?
understand, but I need somebody that truly understand the struggle to be in the position.
And be able to help us, because if you ain't been in that, you ain't never
You don't know what-
went to jail or nothing,
Absolutely.
you can't help us.
So, okay, let's just pretend like a Willie Knight was a mayor. They'll probably assassinate me within 30 days because the first thing I would do was I would re-implement these programs that they took out of our communities. You know, back in the day, the YMCAs
Man,
and
it
the
used to
Boys
be
and
the-
Girl Clubs
man, I
used to
used-
be the spots.
Man, that was I learned how to swim.
Right.
I learned how to play slide pool. You
Right.
feel me? I learned how to be sociable with other kids there.
Right.
And my dad paid $21 for the whole year. You
But the
feel
thing
me?
of it is, we've got to put back in the community what they took out. Our programs, you know, and we got to let the boys be boys and the girls be girls.
Man,
You know,
come
we
on
can't
now.
continue to debate.
Come on now.
You know, when they
Come on
mess
now.
up,
Talk that shit now.
you know,
Y'all give it up for them
put
now.
your foot on them. You know, that's what saved us back then, dog.
Yeah, man.
We grew up differently,
A whole lot different.
and we had more.
We used to get put out the house so the house can get clean.
Let me ask you something. When was the last time you seen young boys between the age of 7 and 13 outside playing football?
It been a long time.
When was the last time y'all seen boys out there cutting the grass?
Man, it been a long time. I ain't seen a group of little boys on some bikes taking a journey.
Now when you see
feel
little
me?
boys walking together, you like who house they finna go break in, what
Yeah.
car they done vandalized,
Yeah.
and what they up to.
But they look different too now. They got on hoodies and shit in 90-degree weather. In the summertime, them little young boy got on a whole hoodie with the hood on, tied
I
up, zipped up.
understand that. And if you really want to be honest, I blame the medication for that because if
Yeah.
you were to go and take a little saliva from all them boys, a lot of them got some of that medication in their system.
Yeah, because a
some
lot of
way.
mothers put them kids on that door because they ain't want to deal with
I
their
mean,
own kids in the house.
And it's a lot to that, but you still got society to blame for that because who put the thought in that woman's head to give your child this medicine?
Goddamn the government to get that
Right.
check,
Right.
to get that money.
So
Oh, he's slow. Yeah,
what
give me
you're
that
dealing
check.
with now, you're dealing with a generation of zombies.
Yeah.
So, you know, and the reason why I can say that, it'll be one thing if you just went on, let's just say, Iris Lane and Ridgecrest, and you saw just kids over there acting like this, right?
Right.
But no, bro, you can go on Empire over there on Sheridan Heights. You can come over there on Shreve Street in Washington Park. You can hit Martin Patterson over there in the Vineyard. You can hit over there at Sunshine, Sussex over there in Buckingham. You'll see the same thing all over.
All over.
So what do they all have in common? We've all been victimized by the system. So our kids are walking zombies. Man, you know, it's a crying shame when they can walk off of a job without even worrying about their next meal.
Oh shit, yeah.
You know, we
yeah.
used to worry
generation,
about certain things.
Boy, we used to got to have a job.
You had to have
these
one.
young kids like, man, fuck a job. What I'm gonna do with that?
And they mean that.
And they mean it.
So-
and then when they do get a job, they work the job like, boy, I ain't got to be here. You feel me? Huh? Get these weak ass french fries.
But
You
I
feel
want to
me?
show you something, right? You asked the question about the politicians and how we vote. We keep sending folks in with no plans to help the blacks.
Cause we
the
don't
black
be
community.
knowing these folks. We don't see these folks till they pop up talking
But-
about vote for me.
But
feel
you know
me?
what? Y'all let signs fool y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all let the commercials fool. Right now, if they show you a picture with Martin Luther King and them taking a picture with Barack Obama and Kamala Harris, y'all will vote them cats in, and they probably wouldn't have your best interest at heart.
Yeah.
So let's examine this city, right?
Come on.
We got 4 black city council people, right?
Now one. Back in the day, you couldn't get one in there, but now we got 4.
We got 4, right?
Okay,
let's look. Why is our communities throughout this city still looking like this?
Yeah.
You got one y'all brought back, C.C. Calhoun. He wasn't doing that the first time. Y'all got rid of him, brought in William Green, then got rid of Green and brought back Calhoun. What has changed?
Nothing changed. And all them, like, they hang together, don't they?
Well, I mean,
they names sound like Willie and Calhoun. They sound like all them hang together.
You don't see no change.
Yeah.
Even you can't even tell me right now. Nobody logged in. You can't tell me 3 things your matter of fact, bump that. You can't tell me 2 things your elected officials have brought to the community and side since they got in 3 years ago.
Man, all I seen new is they finna make a little path from amphitheater all the way down to somewhere downtown and come back out. That's all I see.
Let me show you how bad this is, right? So they don't want, they finna bring the water park downtown.
Yeah, I seen that.
Right.
It ain't a nigga water park.
It's not for us.
It's not no slip and slide with the things, with the turds. It's not no Six Flags shit.
Let me show you something. If I'm wrong, Doc, I'll pay your power bill.
Okay, because it's $520. Go
Their
ahead.
problem is they can't find nowhere to put the poor folks. If you remember, they were trying to find somewhere to relocate the Salvation Army.
Right, because it was right there by the riverside.
Right there by the riverside.
Okay.
And it's an eyesore for that water park. They don't want the poor people there.
Because they want folks to see it from the bridge and all that. Okay.
Absolutely. So, now, what have they done collectively to make our living conditions a tad smidgen better?
Before they go put their water park down.
Before or after? Let's start with before, because we got 3.5 years where y'all been collecting checks. Last time I checked, bro, if I go to work on Monday, I'm expecting to get paid on Friday.
Exactly.
But these guys done had Friday every day since they got sworn in because they've been doing no work.
For 3 years.
Yeah, so besides turning people down, harassing club owners,
Okay.
running off cops.
Right.
Let's just lay it all out there.
Lay it all out there.
Yeah.
That's what we here for. He talking about the city.
We talking about the city.
And if our city like this, I know the fuck your city is probably
It's got
worse.
to be just
The
as
bigger
bad.
the city, the worse it is.
worse
You
the
feel
problem.
me?
So
but go ahead.
We're shut down. They're shaking down the city, the club owners. You guys are coming up with ordinances to harass homeless people. Come on, let's just be for real.
Oh shit, man. Bother somebody who ain't got
Who
shit.
ain't got nothing.
Ain't got nothing.
So now it's a crime to be poor. So how do you survive that? But
Man.
Y'all got all this
But
money
then
coming
when you're
in.
poor and you sleep on somebody else's property, you going to jail because you trespass.
Well, see, only downtown because they want to keep that looking nice, so people will spend money. But let's look at the communities.
And we the only place who downtown really closed like that. And we supposed to be the capital.
Well, we're supposed to be, but it's not ran like it. It's still Mayberry.
Yeah, I'm talking about straight Mayberry.
You look at it. I'm going back to our leaders. You guys have been down there 3.5 years. Crime has just went completely haywire. The young dudes do not respect third shift police department.
We used to be scared of third shift.
Yeah.
We used to be dead ass
We used to
scared.
run from them. If
Third
you saw the
shift,
black
boy, your ass better be in the house. Jump Street will beat you up.
Jump Street will
you
whoop
you probably was outside playing basketball with your friends too late.
Absolutely.
And Jump Street jump out there and beat your ass.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Make you go in the house.
Absolutely. Oh, Miss Ford, I'm going to touch that. She's from Washington Park, too.
Okay.
Love her and the family. She said they won't even fix up Washington Park, the park. And she ain't lying.
And it's a city park.
It's a city park.
And they won't fix it up.
They won't fix it up. And you know why? Because our kids are playing now.
Yeah.
Man, we sat here and we done watched East Chase get built, and we watched the city put money, our tax dollars, behind that private project.
Yeah.
So don't tell me what your money can't do. I've watched Perry Hill get paved twice.
Twice. Like and then that's a lot of money to get it paid one time.
But you can't hardly go through Ridgecrest. Now let me get off Ridgecrest because I don't want them to feel like I'm picking on them.
No, but go ahead.
Carver I know it's some streets that need to be paved. You can come down to South Lawn. I know it's some streets that need to be paved.
Plenty of them in South Lawn.
Right. So see, it's pretty much anywhere we lay our head at.
And I feel like Normbridge Road ain't balanced out because you get to a certain point and it be narrow. It look like you're going to hit a car. You feel me? And it's a lot of stuff need to be fixed in this city.
But the thing of it is, we put people in position that give us good lip service but don't have a plan.
Yeah.
And then when you try to hold them accountable, we get to passing the buck. I'm gonna talk about this mayor. Bump how you feel. Let's put facts on the table.
Tell them who you talking about now.
Stephen Reed.
Stephen
More
Reed,
people have been killed on his watch than any other mayor in the 200-year existence of Montgomery.
That's crazy.
And then you get to looking at the numbers they're telling you. All you got to do now, because of social media, go down your timeline. There's no way you could tell me only 6 people have been killed this year by homicide, and here it is, we done had folks getting killed every day.
Every day.
This week. Somebody got killed over by JD. Somebody got killed the other day at home.
They've been killing
every day.
Every day.
Your numbers are skewed, which means you're suppressing the numbers because you don't want people to up and run about the city, but let's just be 100.
But they moving about the city anyway because the restaurants going down, and no good food selection. The school system failing us.
Yeah.
Public school system failing us.
So we got a black guy in office. And I understand there's a lot of people setting them up for failure, but guess what? You become just as responsible by not telling the public who it is that's putting stumbling blocks in your way. Don't come and tell me now when it's re-election time.
When it's over
You should have told us.
Nah, them niggas was trying to fuck me up from the time I got in there.
Right. So, if you got if and I'm not knocking them. Let's just call it what it is. Todd Strange catered to his people. Bobby Bright catered to his.
Yeah.
Emory Farmer loved his. Yeah. But I was scared of us.
You sure right. Emory Farmer loved his and some more.
and you knew what time it was with Emory.
Yeah.
You wasn't finna, matter of fact, he wasn't finna let you handle him.
Yeah.
But I'm just simply saying we got one, and I like the fact that we made history by putting a black man in office.
Right.
But come on, Doc, at some point, when are you gonna look out for those that look like you?
Yeah.
And if you can't, who is it that's causing you these stumbling blocks so we can vote them out?
We need to know so we can get them out and clean the system.
Yeah. So don't come tell now, and I can't speak for the listening audience. But don't come telling me when it's election time who it was that was a problem when you've had 3.5 years. If I'm having problems, and I'm just gonna use for an example, if I'm having problems with Oronde Mitchell, listen, this is what I was trying to do, but Councilman Mitchell's not he's not seeing the vision. I'm going to paint the picture to the crowd.
And let them know.
So they'll know, okay, well, the mayor's trying to do this, so what you got against this? Ask them tough questions, because we ain't going to no neighborhood association.
Put them in that high seat.
You better believe it.
Put them in that high seat.
Because now, come time for election, they're going to give y'all a T-shirt, a slice of watermelon, and a good old heave-ho speech, and y'all going to go out there feeling good, smiling.
Vote for them.
And ain't got nothing.
Man. So let me ask you another question.
Sir.
Do you think it was, like, fucked up before he got in there, and that's why they let him in there? Because they know. Yeah. Because they know, like, wow, boy, this shit trash. Boy, you come on in.
Tell us what it is.
Yeah.
Like, we still all is, right?
Yeah.
You didn't mind running down the streets asking us for the vote.
Right.
How come you can't put that same energy into notifying us and letting us know what's going on out here?
Yeah. Because it be like we be in a good position, but we can't really move in our position. We can't wiggle. We can't wiggle because it's somebody else blocking it, and we don't even tell nobody. You can't tell me
who it is that's got you from wiggling. Come on, Doc. Look, we got our police chief. We got the first black sheriff. We got our first black mayor. We got the school board. We got the county commissioner.
Everything damn near black.
Everything is almost black. Why can't we move forward?
Yeah. When everything always black. And that's something we always ask for.
Yeah. So now that we got it, it's now and wet, now wet.
So tell me, I seen on your live you were talking about Flatwood. Flatwood just had a
F2 tornado hit Flatwood, tore it up. F2 tore it
in
up.
Montgomery, Alabama.
Yes, sir.
And that was before Selma.
Man, this happened back on November the 30th.
And Selma just happened
this year.
Martin Luther King weekend, wasn't it?
That's right. 60 days later.
And I seen on your live that you were saying that they ain't helping Flatwood like they say they was helping.
They're not, Doc. You got to ride out. You know what? I'm going to tell you like this right here. So we had a tornado to hit Flatwood November the 30th, right after Thanksgiving.
Right.
I didn't know how bad the damages was. I did not.
Yeah.
But what I did hear is that FEMA, we assume when you say a tornado, natural disaster, you assume FEMA's going to step in. So a part of that is my fault because I did not go down there and check behind when I see now maybe I should.
Yeah.
But when you hear certain things like, well, FEMA's going to step in and help them out, then you don't want to do an overkill if you follow what I'm saying.
I ain't got to say nothing.
We ain't got to go down there if y'all got it.
Yeah.
So, okay, a few weeks later, another tornado hit. It hit in Montgomery. It tore up over there on Taylor Road.
It sure did.
FEMA stepped right on in over there. So in my mind, I'm thinking FEMA done took care of Flatwood, so now they finna do Taylor Road.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a little grumbling about Flatwood, but I'm not really understanding. Until one of the young ladies was like, until y'all come out here in Flatwood, don't say nothing about Flatwood. I'm like, who is she talking to? And what is she talking about? So, I'm hitting her up.
Yeah. So you finna tap into that.
I'm finna go see what's going on. So, me and her, we link up. I go out there and check it out. And Doc, I was blowed. So I'm looking around, man. You got scrap metal laying around all over the place. Debris still down there. And you got people that are watching them go over there and work on the community center, but there's nothing being done
to their
homes or in their yards. Like there's still, if we go out there right now, I get the flashlight, I can show you some scrap metal still laying around.
That's crazy.
You can still see what folks' stuff is scattered abroad from when the tornado hit. There's an 81-year-old man that lives out there. I'm not going to call his name, but he took a picture of the tornado not knowing what he was looking at. Yeah. So, now I'm out there. I said, well, let me make my phone calls. Let me hit the people I know. What do these people need? She said, no, Pastor, I want to show you something. So she takes me inside this house. This lady ceiling then came in because the tree hit the roof.
Right.
And it knocked the sheetrock loose. And when it fell in piles. They put a little tarp on top of the house. Inside the house, it's wide open. You can see insulation the whole nine. So if it's cold outside, it's cold inside.
Yo, you feel everything.
If it's hot outside, it's hot inside.
Yeah.
And she ain't got nowhere to go. So now I feel bad.
Yeah.
So
I
now
feel bad now. I ain't been out there.
I'm sitting back, I said, man, I got to do something. A part of me, let me reach out to the people I know. I'm a Masonic brother. I got connects here and there. Let me reach out to some folks. I'm reaching out to some of these pastors I know because guess what, Doc? We've all been misled. We're thinking that you guys got taken care of. But then Selma gets hit and y'all sit in truckloads of stuff to sell.
Truckloads of water and everything.
So now I have a problem because you don't represent Selma. Y'all represent right here.
Yeah, this where you sleep
This where you sleep at. So, I got a problem. I'm sitting, and my mother-in-law is from Selma. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, shout out to Selma.
Shout out to Selma,
we
Orville,
don't want no
Marion,
no, y'all
5 Point Hill.
I know Selma bite a nigga eyeball off.
Oh, absolutely.
I
love them to the moon and back. But let's just be 100. But I don't preach in Selma. I preach to the folks right here.
And I stay in the same city where the debris had and fucked up. I can't just go to another city and state and just try to just help. That's just being real.
They get the good old-fashioned political heave-ho. Help is on the way. The hell you say?
So you just talk about the city, so I know you deep about the government, man.
Absolutely. I mean, I study everything, bro. You're not gonna pull nothing over my head.
So what you think? Tell me what you think about Joe Biden versus a Trump.
I mean, Trump nor Joe Biden really directly affect us. We're a red state.
Yeah, because I said it all the time. Like, I don't care who the president is, I'm still going to smoke that weed.
They can smoke all the weed
I'm going to chill, I'm going to do me.
You smoking weed and they doing pills. What's the difference?
Yeah, it's the same thing. Damn,
I mean, yours just going to give you the munchies. Theirs going to have them walking around looking like zombies, maybe dropping dead, on, playing with that stuff like that fentanyl and stuff. And
they letting all that shit come in. I don't care what nobody say.
Well, right.
Can't not come in the government and come in the United States unless they want it to come in.
Everything that's here is by design.
Yeah.
It's all about, what you go and decide to deal with.
Yeah.
It's all here.
Because them pills, them Zans and all that been here. They been taking them pills.
Yeah, see, and it's only an epidemic. It's only an epidemic because they're doing it. But them pills are doing to them what crack cocaine did to our community.
And it's just
And
just
that's
they
what
turn.
it is.
It's just they turn.
That's what it is. You know, if you notice something, and I know this sounds kind of bad. I know it's Black History Month, but I love black people. I've been black all my life, right? But
you can't be no other color.
I can't be nothing else.
You can't switch this shit up now.
So what gets me is that when we were crying about the drug crisis,
Ain't nobody come help
they
us.
they gave us that old cute slogan, just say no.
Yeah.
Well, when it comes to that spice, fentanyl and all that stuff, hey, just say no.
Yes, man. Yes, man. Tony Knight hitting y'all ass. He telling y'all ass. That's what I need. That's what I got him here for. You feel me? To put the foot in y'all ass. You feel me? Black History Month and just being straight up. They came up with the slogan, just say no for us.
Yeah.
But what kind of slogan they got for them pills now?
I told them just say no to
they
pills. They cheering on it.
Man, they grand cheering on it.
You got to look at something, right? I don't know if you remember, they had this thing called spice.
Yeah.
Man, them folks couldn't figure out where in the world
it came from.
Well, they didn't know, and they called it a epidemic, right?
Yeah.
Man, I'm sitting there watching CNN. They talking about the spice crisis. I said, dog, man, you know, I got cousins strung out on crack cocaine. Y'all ain't said that was a pandemic yet.
Damn time.
Not now.
Not
I got
time.
a cousin running around right now snatching lamps up out of folks' houses, selling it for $1.50 just to get another hit.
For real?
But that, I mean, yeah.
He snatched what kind of light?
He'll snatch a lamp, clean up out the house, and will run barefoot down the street
Give me
to
his
sell.
number. I need 2 lamps in my living room.
Don't do him like that, man.
I need 2 lamps. You selling for $1?
Cuzzo, man, I had to.
Shit, that black market price. I need them lamps. Goddamn.
Man, that joke with that, man, I could talk about it now. It's been some years ago. Man, I told him, I said, man, I got to get me some tires. At the time, I had a Honda Accord. Cuz looked at that car. He said, I tell you what, man, you come back over here, and I ain't going to say where you at.
Yeah.
He said, I got you, cuz.
Yeah.
I said, how you going? He said, man, I got you, cuz.
And we talking about time.
And so he said, how many you need? I ain't need but one. Cuz said, well, I'm going to get you 2. I'm going to just throw one in with you.
Yeah.
I said, throw one in. I said, cuz, where you? He said, man, just be here at such and such time. And just as sure as the day is what it was, I go on out there. I'm like, you know, he lying. Cuz come rolling them tires out. He rolling one and carrying the other. He said, hey, I told you I'm going to have it. I looked, I said, hey, where you? He said, man, do you want it or what? So, you know, I know it was wrong, but
yeah.
Hey, a deal is a deal, right?
But see, I like to hear stories like that coming from pastors and people who pushing the right thing for our community. That let me know you from the community.
Oh, absolutely.
You feel me? A lot of people be trying to come and run things, and they don't be really from the struggle or from the culture or the black side of town. So they really don't understand what the hell we need.
Doc, I'm born on, I come off of Shreve Street in Washington Park, right? Mm-hmm. Whenever they have the reunions, because I'm not at the table when they put it together.
Right.
I do my very best to get there to show my face. You know, there's certain ones I kind of grew up with. I'm also a military brat, so we moved away for a little bit. But, you know, just to be able to go back out there, and when we got back when I was about 7th, 8th grade, and to reconnect and see people grow on up with you and go on into life. You know, some cats done died, some done been killed. Not just Washington Park, but the Vineyard. Not just there, but Woodley Park over in that area where my dad had a house at, and we grew up from there. But, you know, I never lost contact with those that are around my age that I ran with.
Yeah.
So, you know, we had these reunions all around Montgomery. I don't really, you know, even though I'm from here, got relatives here, I feel like if it's in Montgomery, it's a part of me. And look at how God works. From the West, got folks on the South. You lived on the South.
Right.
And I passed in the North, but we do all our shopping in the East. Doc, I'm Montgomery all the way around.
All day. Montgomery all day. So I got these questions I want to ask you.
Let's hear it.
I'm going to say these names, man, and I want you to tell me what you think. You feel me? And tell me if something wrong now. Because we don't know. Sometimes we don't know. We get blinded. You feel me? So, you ready?
Let's go.
All right. We finna get Tony Knight 5 questions.
Okay.
And he gonna give us what he think about it.
Okay.
All right. Question number 1. Jesse Jackson.
Waste of time.
Tell us why you say Jesse Jackson was. I know Jesse Jackson ain't shit. If I met Jesse Jackson,
I mean,
I'd probably
look,
punch his
I
ass.
told my wife, if something happened to me
Mm-hmm.
and Jesse and Al come, call the police on them. I don't need nobody trying
Jesse
to make
and who?
no
Al
money.
Sharpton?
Yeah, both of them. Don't make no money off of my pain. You know, no, dog. We passed that time. At some point, you got the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different results.
Right.
How long we been singing "We Shall Overcome"?
Man, too damn long.
Have we overcame?
Hell no.
Have we came close? Okay, so why are we still doing it? And who's the fool keep pulling that card?
Yeah. And they put them right in our face.
They making money off of your pain.
Man, shit, man. They slaughtered them.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for the next question?
Let's hear it.
All right. Martin Luther King. Because I was just talking about Martin Luther King, you feel me?
I say it like this right here. When it pertains to King, and I know I'm going to make some enemies, but I don't never care.
Yeah.
It was good while it lasted, but your message, we're the only ones saying it.
Yeah.
We're the only ones talking about coming together.
Yeah.
Before, and this is my
Because I
problem
ain't never
with
heard
King.
the Japanese or the Chinese folks
You
saying
ain't
we're
going to.
going to come together.
Proverbs 3:31, if you don't read nothing else, Solomon writes, envy not thou oppressor and choose none of their ways.
Mm-hmm.
Before we can learn how to love them, we must first learn how to love each other.
Right.
We're being taught how to love them
instead
but we
of
got
loving
problems with our own.
And we don't love our damn self.
And we spend more time trying to be like them than we do trying to learn each other. And let me give you some examples. You'll find a Negro with a good job that's somewhat Greek educated.
Yeah.
He gonna talk like he white.
Yeah, he talk like he white. And
And
then
he gonna think like a white boy.
and then be telling the white man not to handle him a certain type of way, but he handle his own color a certain type of way.
Right. You know, so when it pertains to Martin, your message was good then, but it ain't good now because we don't love each other. We've been destroyed, Doc.
And I was just talking about this on one of my other episodes. You seen the new statue that they made of Martin Luther King with Coretta hugging on him and stuff.
Yeah.
What's your intake on that?
I mean, that was good for then.
Yeah.
I mean, like, far as now, it's, you go out there, this is what you do.
Because they were saying Martin Luther King then fucked all kind of hoes and shit.
He
on
probably
Coretta.
did. I
asked them to show me the pictures since they got the pictures of everything else. You feel me?
And we got to stop thinking that everybody was with them. I'm saying the message was good for the time.
Yeah.
It brought about unity. But between then and now, man, we got bigger problems.
Yeah.
This walking around.
Fuck that damn dream, boy.
Right.
Wake
We
the
got
fuck
a
up,
nightmare
bitch.
going
Wake
on.
the fuck up.
We got kids getting their brains blown out every day, and ain't no white boy doing it.
It's so right.
So, no, look, that dream is good. It's just that now, a dream.
And then I seen something on the news today, and I'm going to touch back with you on that. All right. Here go my other question. All right. Obama.
He was good.
What did he do besides the Obamacare?
It's not about what he did, it's what they blocked.
You think they blocked him from a lot of
Everything
shit?
he did.
They ain't blocking from doing the LGBT community.
Because it was detrimental to black folks.
Yeah.
Everything Obama did, them white folks raised hell day in and day out. They were giving him hell before he was sworn in.
Yeah.
So the only thing they ever let him get away with, for the most part, was stuff that was going to come back to damage the black community.
Yeah.
You got to keep in mind, they've been trying to depopularize us for years. So with that gay movement,
Because the white folk can't make that many kids.
no, they can't. And when you look at the abortion thing, let's look at who they was really trying to help save. Black girls get pregnant at 16, she having the baby.
Yeah.
White girl get pregnant at 16, she finna go get the baby sucked out.
Yeah. Because that baby out of wedlock.
The whole nine. So, when it pertains to Obama did pretty good. And it's some more stuff he could have done.
Right.
But let's be 100. We let Obama down during the midterm elections when we didn't go back to the polls.
Okay.
So you put him in, you got a midterm election to help keep people in there to help work with him. Black folks took a nap on Obama during the midterms. So guess what? The Republicans took the House and the Senate.
Yeah.
And then they really put foot to his tail. They gave him 2 years to do whatever he wanted to do. But after them 2 years, it was a standstill because we did not go back to the polls.
Ooh. That's right. You ready for the other question?
Let's get it.
What's the difference Now, and I ain't gonna say the difference. I'm gonna say it in one sentence: Democrat versus Republican.
They all at the same table. They all cash the same checks.
So it ain't no side for real. It's them against us anyway.
I mean, pretty much. They sit at the same table. Let me ask you something. If that's not true, then how many Democrats and Republicans you saw go in broke and come out broke?
None. I ain't seen none.
Okay, so they sitting at the same table, eating the same meal, and coming out the same way.
And that's why they arguing about one piece of meat.
Right.
Who get the most portion of it.
I mean, really, they're not even really arguing. Who say they arguing?
See, we don't be knowing nothing about that. They be looking like they be arguing and shit.
I mean,
no, we want this.
No,
because
you want to know what an argument is? When
What?
somebody renege on the spades table, that's an argument.
Oh, hell yeah. Boy,
Okay,
that
you don't
damn
see
near
them doing
argument.
that.
Let me see them 2 books. I know. I know it. Let me see them 2 books. I know I seen what I seen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
man.
you know, when it pertains to the parties, both of them putting their foot in our tail. We just got to send the best person to office to get something that we can benefit from. Ain't now party finna save us.
Okay.
If we looking for a savior, we in trouble
We
on
in
this
trouble.
side, on the earth.
Oh, yeah. All right. Next question. Voting.
What about it?
How do you feel about voting? Do you feel like the voting really helps, or the voting just something that they created just to make it seem like we controlling something?
2 things.
And when they still just doing what the fuck they want to do.
Well, that's on a national level, yes. Local level, no.
Okay.
Local government directly affects you.
Yeah.
Nationals do not directly affect you. It indirectly affects you.
Okay.
And I'll give you an example. All that good stuff Obama was talking,
Right.
we had a governor that was like blocking everything coming this way from Obama.
Because they ain't like Obama.
They ain't care for Obama. That's a
Yeah.
red state. But guess what? On a local level, you come in contact with your city council. You come in contact with your county commissioners.
Yeah.
You come in contact with your school board representative. So local politics have always mattered the most.
More than national. Okay.
Now, they don't get paid like that, but they directly affect you. I'll give you an example. When they decided to raise that the trash bill, that was local. They had nothing to do with Joe Biden.
Hell no.
Right.
I was mad about that, bitch.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's local. Joe Biden was talking about doing away with the IRS. We know that ain't gonna do away with that. They make too much money, but that's
man,
national.
I ain't heard that, man. I gotta start watching back. See, I used to watch CNN all the time, but CNN will scare the fuck out you. You be like, it's a new disease spreading and it come in the form of a bill and shit. Then you be like, wow, Jeff finna go to the mailbox. CNN, I had you not moving out the house because it be too much going on CNN.
I mean, and then you got to take some of that stuff with a grain of salt that they saying on CNN
because
anyway,
it's bullshit
all day long. And you got to keep in mind, he who tells the story dictates the story.
Ooh.
So you listening to them, and y'all got access to social media.
And so much information.
You can actually reach out to people in states that they on their line about.
Yeah.
Right?
And ask them, yeah.
And ask them
on
yourself.
Facebook, hey, Kentucky, is it really fucked up? Y'all water fucked up?
Yeah, like that stuff in Flint, Michigan, that was what it was for real. So,
Yeah.
I'm connected to people that's mutual friends with people that's up there in Flint, and they're showing you the water running brown like it's unsweet tea coming through the hydrant. So that's not a joke, So what done happened, social media has pretty much silenced, it has pretty much choked out your local and your national news. I don't even need to watch the news. I can tell you what's going on in Montgomery every day, every hour on the hour, just by going down my timeline.
Yeah.
By every robbery.
That Facebook, boy.
It mess them up. That and
Facebook
Twitter.
a motherfucker, boy.
And
I watched something on Netflix and they were just talking about how social media is programmed to just really fuck everybody up. You feel
it
me?
could be, but the news been doing it for years. Nobody
Yeah.
said nothing.
Oh, yeah, but now it's Facebook because it's Facebook. Yeah.
Because they can't control it.
Yeah. They
So, of
hate
course,
everything they
gonna
can't
say that.
control. Yeah.
Anything, what you got to learn, the government will automatically try to kill the integrity of whatever they cannot destroy, they can't control. They will destroy what they can't control. They'll
Yeah.
say, "Hey, Willie Knight is crazy." Well, what makes Willie Knight crazy?
Because he's telling the
Because
fucking
he's
truth.
not he ain't.
And
You can't
exposing
buy me
that
out.
shit. Yeah.
You can't come to me and I'm finna shuck and jive for you.
Yeah.
You can't do that to me.
Shuck a drive for you.
Right. So at the end of the day, look, if I hit rock bottom, guess what, Doc? I can always go home.
Yeah.
And I always be accepted by those that I came up with.
And that really love me.
They really love me. I never turn my back on what it really is. I understand.
Okay.
And I was put in a fortunate position to where I was able to be educated to understand what they're doing as well.
I feel like on the last question, you finna break my heart. I already know it, man.
Okay, let's go.
The last question, this question number 5. I know you finna break my heart on this one.
Uh-huh.
Deion Sanders.
What's wrong with him?
Deion Sanders with the Jackson State to the Colorado move.
What did he do different than anybody else?
How do you feel? You know, a lot of people try to backlash my partner. You feel me? I'm a Deion Sanders fan. I'm going to put that out on the table before you go and step on it. I'm a Deion Sanders fan to the core. I think he ain't did nothing wrong because they ain't give him no full support on what he was trying to do and how he was.
Nothing to do with it.
And he was trying to change everything.
Had nothing to do with it.
What do you think it was?
He had a smash hit. Said must be the money.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Everything is controlled by money.
Right.
He did just what he said he was going to do. I mean, he came in, he got the SWAC some notoriety. Mm-hmm. You know, the SWAC never got noticed for nothing, man. You know,
right.
And people don't even realize it. Steve McNair came out the SWAC. Jerry Rice
I'm
came
talking about
out
they
the
used
SWAC.
to call him Al McNow.
Right.
My sister used to love Al McNow.
Tavares Jackson, rest his soul, got a Super Bowl ring. Yeah. He come out the SWAC.
I used to play with him in Cleveland Coat. Cleveland Coat, Cloverland, IGA. Right here by Norbury Road, IGA and all that. We used to play in the little field right there behind the apartment and stuff. Yeah.
But, you know, he came, he put the SWAC on the map. Somebody offered him a bigger check, and he left.
Do you think if Jackson State, because one thing about black people, we'll get somebody in there with change and still don't support them. You feel me? We'll get somebody in here, and okay, Mr. Knight is helping us. I see the change in the community. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Now it's time to reelect him, or it's time to appreciate him, and we don't appreciate him right. Somebody else appreciate him, and now we get mad at Mr. Knight for going where he appreciated it.
Let me tell you like this right here, Doc. Like I said, I just made my 5th year pastor, right? Mm-hmm. And you know what I tell them? First of all, I ain't going nowhere. I have no intent, no desires to go anywhere. I'm happy. I'm comfortable. I like what I do. Mm-hmm. But you have some people, you know, when they feel like they've done the best they can where they're at, they want to go somewhere else and cast their net in the water again and try again.
And build
and
other
that's
places,
why you see, you know, nobody said nothing when Nick Saban left LSU, went to Miami. They left Miami and came to Alabama. Yeah. Nobody said nothing about Lane Kiffin them when they came from up under Saban and went from 2 to 3 teams. But because Dion is black, mm-hmm. y'all hitting them with these crazy.
You turning them on your people and all that.
Oh man.
Nah, man.
But you know and for some people, you know, they could spend a career in one spot. Mm-hmm. They might not want to go nowhere else. Yeah. And Dion never told you that. Yeah. You know, sometimes you get people, man, and you know it's only for a season. Yeah. You can see it and they walk. You can hear it, they talk. You know it and they
But I think he was up against a lot too, though. You know, motherfucking water fucked up down there. You feel me?
I mean, he could have had water imported. I mean, it's bigger than that.
The city councilman people into it, and it's just folks stealing money, and
that's not going
they breaking into his cars. And
that's not going on there, bro.
Man, shit, man. But he's still bringing in enough revenue for y'all to change things, and I just felt like they ain't appreciate him enough. And
appreciate him how?
Appreciate them by making things easier that's still helping the community. Like, okay, this coach is bringing in all this national news to this state.
Did he tell you he was going to stay forever?
Nah, I ain't talking about the state, but shit, if you come over my house, I'm going to give you the utmost courtesy to make you feel like
stay long?
You goddamn ain't got to leave if you don't want to.
Did he tell you he was going to stay long? Okay, no. So there's really he's not obligated.
Yeah, but
he's just right then.
I know
he
was obligated, but if things would have been a little bit smoother, I'm saying
he would have left either.
He probably wouldn't have left that fast, he did 3 years.
No, he did 2 years.
2 years. I think he could at least stay one more year if things was a little bit smoother.
How about this? how about it might not have been his intent to come your way at all in the first place?
Maybe
How
you so.
about-
Oh, so what you saying? Maybe he went down there to boost up.
He went
the
down
brand
there to show that he can,
and show the world other places where he can build out of nothing.
Think about it, dog.
And make somebody come
at him,
and he go get the big money.
Right. Think about it. The SWAC is the bottom of the barrel.
It is.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I can go to the SWAC and win the SWAC championship 2 years in a row,
That'll make somebody think
somebody
I
else
got potential to do that for their team, and that's how you get the Colorado.
$300,000. Come on, man, he got bread.
Yeah, he got bread. He ain't about that.
Right.
That's why I feel like it's about the money, but it ain't about the money. You feel me?
He wants to let them know I'm just as good as Nick Saban.
That what you think the bottom line?
Absolutely.
That's strong.
And you can't do that.
But he's scaring a lot of folks too now. He's scaring a lot of folks. He got a lot of folks shaking now.
Let him do it though.
He got a lot of folks shaking. Yeah, we need
it.
I think it was a great move for him to go to Colorado. Because I know he finna change the way Colorado be. Colorado ain't nothing for the he ain't finna be nothing.
And you know
over
what
there.
else? He holds them boys to a high standard.
Hell yeah. He hold when he was a football player, you bring me over here to San Francisco, you say you gonna do this, you better honor your word because I'm gonna honor mine.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Yeah, so that's good, man. That's good, man. I was scared for a second. I thought you were going to say, that nigga ain't shit. Dion,
nah, man, Dion gonna always be one of my faves. You know,
why Jesse Jackson ain't dead yet anyway? I'm just saying.
His credit ain't good yet. The Lord don't call you home till your credit back gone.
Oh, shit, man. I be thinking sometimes, like they just probably protecting the shit out of Jesse Jackson.
I mean, but you got to look at something, though, Doc. Let's look at Jesse. Let's look at Al. Them guys made a fortune off the ignorance of African Americans.
Ooh, break it down now. Break it down. See, hold on now. Some of us on the top of the. Break it down. Go a little deeper.
You think they did all that stuff for free, Doc?
I don't really fuck with them anyway.
Okay.
You feel me? Because I know they full of shit.
And when you only see them when things are at their worst, right?
When somebody die or somebody get police brutality, that's when they pop out.
Right. Yeah. Somewhere when the cameras pop out, right?
Yeah.
And
act like they speaking for all black
and they
race.
definitely don't.
Yeah.
Because and I sit back, I watch them cats. You know, Jesse is sick now. So he's out the way.
R.I.P. I mean, not R.I.P.
He's sick.
Y'all pray for him.
Yeah, you know, I'm just glad the Lord removed him out the way.
Yeah.
He was causing more problems than he was doing good. I mean, you asked me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Al Sharpton, I look at this thing that just happened up in Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got your cameo appearance, the whole thing, right? That wasn't nobody white that killed that boy. That was 5 black officers.
Yeah.
When are we gonna start addressing the elephant in the room with the black on black?
Exactly.
crime?
I seen Farrakhan say something like y'all a march when a black person get killed by a white man, but when we kill us, it ain't no damn march. It ain't no
Like,
it ain't no
come
marches.
on, Doc, look, man. I do, you know, being a pastor, I do funerals, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've done a lot of funerals where folks been killed at the hands of other blacks.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody marched yet.
Ain't nobody marched yet. And
guess what? Here's the flip side of it. Let me just break something down to you. Let's be 100 for a
okay,
minute.
come on, get on in it.
This is what y'all don't see. When y'all brothers and sisters go out there and get killed. I got a friend right now been crying for help. Patricia June Holiday. Her daughter was assassinated. I don't really know the logistics of the stories. She know it. Of course, she know it. That's her daughter. But there was no marching for her. Patricia is a very strong advocate. She's on right now.
Yeah.
She's a real strong advocate here in Montgomery. Her daughter was taken from her. There was no marching. There was no outcry. CNN didn't come in. Fox News didn't come in.
Yeah.
Nobody came in. That mother was crying in, and she's still crying now.
That's fucked up.
It is. Guess what, Doc?
Up,
Let me break something else down.
Man, send her the blessings. R.I.P. What's her name?
Erica is her name.
Man.
So, okay.
Big shout out to Miss Patricia.
Patricia June Holiday. So
she got a famous name. It sounds like she's supposed to have been a single.
Man, she's an activist in her own way.
Yeah.
You know, I love her hustle, even with the situation going on in her family.
Right.
She's crying, but yet she's still working.
Yeah.
So, you know, that takes a lot. So, Doc, this is what y'all don't see. You get killed. Your loved ones never stop grieving.
Yeah.
Y'all only give fake love, and I want everybody to hear me. Y'all only
look
give
at the camera.
fake
Tell
love.
them they only give that fake love.
Y'all
man.
give fake love for about 14 days. And after 14 days, the phone call stopped. The visits stopped. Guess what? The family never stopped grieving. Yeah. There is no marches. You don't get Jesse and Al them coming down here because you got killed at the hands of another brother, and it's nothing in it for them.
And they can't profit off that.
They can't profit. But you know who does get the who gets their phone blowed up at the yin yang? That pastor. Because after I do the funeral, I'm still connected to that family.
Yeah.
They still need prayer. Mama contemplating about killing herself. Mama contemplating about riding out, going
this that real
and
now.
getting.
This that real now.
Yeah, this is what we don't talk about.
Yeah.
She's mad because you done killed her son. Now she finna go kill you if you ain't locked up.
Yeah.
She's shaking down all the friends because she's saying somebody knows something about what happened to my baby.
What?
You got your best friends. Let me bring it on in. The ones that you think are really your friends. If you got a girlfriend, you got one of your partners that's finna slide up in your place before the ground is hard on you.
I'm telling you.
They gonna have your kids calling them daddy, looking up to them, and you're long gone. Mama's still working with this. The sisters, the family's still dealing with this stuff. Al Sharpton and them are not coming down
they
here
ain't
for
coming
that.
for none of that shit,
They ain't coming for none of it. You know, and guess what? And we pray that you had insurance, because if not, now they got the torque, shuck, jive, sell plates to get the money up to bury you. And it's sad. You know, I get upset.
I say it all the time because when they put you on them T-shirts, they wear it about 2-3 times, and everything fade off the T-shirts.
With.
Yeah,
it's over with.
So what you think we need to do as a black race before we can be that strong black community, like individually? What you think we need to do?
We need to learn how to love each other. Mm-hmm. We got to learn how to deal with each other. We got, and I know it's gonna sound kind of crazy.
Nah, I ain't gonna sound crazy because the truth is the truth. We have
to segregate in order to fix this problem. Mm-hmm. And I know you're going to say, well, Knight, you can't do it. Well, the Mexicans do it. You don't see them out there playing with your kids like that.
You don't see them at the rock and jump with your children.
For real.
They build their own little community and get their own little place.
The Asians do it.
Yeah.
The Hispanics do it.
Man, they give them Chinatown in other cities. They give them their own little area.
They come together with their own.
Yeah.
Because I can't love you if I don't love myself, and if I don't love what looks like me, I can't love somebody else.
That's strong. And
we won't talk about it. You know, because it's not popular. I like his questions. Yeah, I understand.
What?
My deacon on here.
Your deacon on there?
Questions. See if we can tone down the profanity a little bit.
All right now, deacon. Now, I ain't going to tell you how to preach in the pulpit now.
I'm the preacher. He my deacon.
Oh, I'm just telling the deacon. Oh, you said me calm down on the profanity.
Yeah.
Man, I got to cuss a little bit. I used to be a pastor, though.
Oh.
A little pastor. I was a little pastor. My mama was the evangelist, so I'm born and raised in the church. So yeah. So I love the church, you know, but I don't want to play with God either.
No, don't play with God.
I talk straight in church and get outside, get down the street, and if somebody step on my feet, I'll be the first one cussing. You feel me?
I tell them on a Sunday to Sunday basis. You know, I know we don't all listen to the gospel station. I wasn't listening to it on the way up here.
Yeah.
You know, but, you know, just we try to conduct ourselves in a certain way.
Yeah, it's hard to be a pastor, too.
Oh, it is.
It's hard.
You cuss me out, but you don't want me to cuss you back.
Yeah, because we can cuss you out and then expect you to just turn
turn
and keep
but
being
you gotta
godly.
remember, I'm a man first now.
Yeah, and then people forget that God put people in a position to chastise certain people's ass too in that Bible.
Let's look back at the role of the preacher, right? And this is what y'all can't do to me. Y'all might do it to them, but you ain't finna make me feel bad for being a man.
Right.
First thing first, God never called a perfect person to preach the word of God.
No.
Everybody got problems.
A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think Jesus used to roll with some good people. He used to roll with the goons.
He rolled with the goons.
The gang.
So, and this is like with me. Doc, I play cards.
Yeah.
On them holidays, you might catch me with the brown. I like Crown Apple.
That right.
But I be at home now. You ain't gonna see me out there.
But you living your life too. But go ahead.
I'm gonna do just that.
Yeah.
You know what? Guess what? Just like how we be out, something look good. We all think the same thing.
Yeah.
I ain't finna act on it now.
Yeah.
That's what I ain't finna do. You ain't finna get me all out there.
But hey, I'm still
I see what you see.
a man.
I'm still a man.
Yeah.
But I'm a man called by God.
Yeah.
To do a great work. It ain't no, you can't do it. You can't do this.
But
for
I
the
wouldn't
pay.
want no other type of pastor. I wouldn't want no pastor to tell me, like, hey, don't drink that brown. And he at home got a whole liquor collection and he drank every night.
To
you
my
feel me?
house because you're gonna be like, hey, what you be doing? Yeah, that's what I do. But
And I think we need more pastors like that that's real in the community
Well, y'all
that can
put
look in these
these-
young boys' face and be like, boy, I know you've been smoking. I smell it now. I mean, Jack, that can relate, that really been out
I
here.
put it like this right here. You're not gonna put me in a situation where I'm uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Because Jesus tells us to go and compel those that are in the streets to turn from their ways.
Their ways. We supposed to
So,
spread the gospel.
I'm
yeah.
not. You can't make me feel scared nowhere. Because you know what?
Because the people are trying to use that. Hey, you a pastor. You don't supposed to be talking like that. Listen, brother. You feel
Yeah,
me?
you know, Christ came back to the temples, realized they were selling stuff for their own stuff. He flipped the tables over. So,
Yeah.
you know, Christ is he's an emotional person.
Yeah.
I am too. You know, hey, there's
Yeah.
only so many times you gonna
You don't keep
hit
just,
me
yeah.
before I
React.
let you know.
Exactly.
Okay, and what happens, you know, and I say this right here too, Doc. You know, I don't want no pastor talking and rolling with me that ain't been through a storm.
Yeah.
You can't tell me how to cope if you never been in that.
Yeah,
that
you ain't never
situation.
been in nothing.
Don't, you know, I'm not one of those.
So what you think about Creflo, man?
You
You did. I ain't gonna get in there. You want to say that for the next one?
I mean, it
Because
is
I
what
know.
it is.
Because I know. I mean, you know, and it's crazy that sometimes we have to go through that as human beings and swim through the bullshit to try to find the truth and all. You feel
You
me?
don't have to do much swimming. The Bible tells you to study to show thyself approved. A lot of y'all don't want the gospel because the gospel is gonna crap your living style. You don't want nobody telling you, man. Like right now, if you died tonight, are you going to heaven or hell? Just be honest.
Oh shit! I probably be in heaven on the weekdays and hell on the weekend.
Okay, well let me tell you.
Because
A lot of people, if they died tonight, will bust hell wide open.
Yeah.
I tell you something else I'm tired of y'all doing.
Yeah.
I'm tired of y'all standing up at these funerals, putting everybody up in heaven, and you know all they did was raise hell and do hellish things while they were living.
Now you right
And
about
then
that.
y'all
man.
get mad at the preacher for lying, but y'all will stand up in the heart of a church.
And act like
and
this person was holy.
You put wings on everything dead.
His nickname was bust your ass up. His nickname was shoot your ass 100 times, 100 shots.
You know, and
But get up in the church and act like
to show
he
you
was
how
the-
hypocritical
yeah.
the people are. Y'all. Because y'all give a pastor hell 7 days a week.
Oh yeah.
And all day long on Sunday. So let me give a little bit back.
Yeah.
How dare y'all stand up at these funerals?
Talk your shit, Pastor.
Y'all kids been raising hell and got messed up, and then you got the audacity to put wings on them.
Wings on them.
And then say they in heaven. I sit there a lot of times. I say, look here, Pastor be laughing. Pastor, what you be laughing at? Because Pastor can't believe they'll sit up in here and say, I know he up there looking down. Like, he probably down there trying to get back up.
Look back up.
You know,
because you know that little boy was
the
hell on
life
these
you
streets.
live.
Yeah.
And we need to stop saying, well, we
Yeah.
don't know. Yes, you do. If
Yeah.
you getting shot, I'm quite sure the last words you ain't finished that you saying ain't Father forgive me is, oh, you know what, and you trying to get out the way.
And then a lot of them don't even know they supposed to be saying, Lord have mercy. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, sit up in there and then get mad. And then got the audacity. I'm talking to the people in the pews now.
Yeah.
Y'all do the pastors in, but let this one right here do y'all in. Y'all got the audacity to walk in the house of
Talk
God.
Talk your thing, gang.
Put the worst people. I mean, some of the Joker on probably on trial for this, on probation for that.
Yeah.
Been known to pistol whip folks left and right, and you think that's in heaven?
Yeah.
If that's in heaven, I don't want to go.
I don't want to go.
That ain't the heaven I want to be in. It don't sound like the land of milk and honey. It sound like you get jumped in at the gate.
It was a little sawed off. It was a little sawed off.
Yeah, you got.
In heaven, I don't want to go there.
They got, they got to stack ranks when they see him. Hey, look, my boy, hey, rest up. No, he ain't resting up. He's
been
messed
crip.
up.
He been crip all his life. Killed 2 people, got off the murder case, and now he dead. And you said me he in heaven throwing up crip signs.
Get out of here.
Come on, Mr. Knight. Come on, Mr. Knight.
See walking up there in heaven. Get out of here, man.
And that's what we need, Mr. Knight. That's why we need you in this political chair. We need you at the city council. We need you in the good.
You know what? I can't run for politics, man, because my mouth too fly.
Yeah.
You know, I just can't sit.
Well, we most definitely need you in the church because guess what? If our pastor can't keep it all the way real with us, how he going to convert our life over? You feel what I'm saying? Help us convert our life over.
You can't lead a person
if you
ain't never been in something. You know, how can I tell you how to survive a storm when I've been sheltered my whole life?
Yeah.
You know, you can't.
Can't
I
do
need
it
that
in
guy
no way.
that had them eviction notices, the ones that had a disconnect notice.
Yeah.
I need that guy that didn't work like hell the whole week and his check still don't look right. That's the one I need.
That's who I need to listen to because he know
one,
about bouncing back from hard times
you
too.
know what to say. I need that one that, you know, that been in a relationship and it's been rocky. You ain't whooped her, but you thought about it. You know, hey, look, I need you to talk to me. You know,
that
don't
real.
come telling me, well, we're just gonna give it to the Lord. Look here,
No,
no offense, but sometimes y'all they hit so low below the belt.
Tell me the road because I've been through the road and I can help you through the road.
But we just there's a huge disconnect, and then like a lot of times you run to people that sell you a surplus of buffoonery.
Yeah.
There's, you know, when people,
that's strong.
Ask the actual people, well, why don't you go to church? Man, the pastor and I'm going to tell you a true story.
Yeah, that's what they say now. You sure finna say now. That's what they be saying
so,
now.
you know, I talk to cats all over town.
Yeah.
We get a lot of visitors because people be like, I can't believe you're a pastor. I'm like, yeah. You know, so man, I gotta come see this for myself.
They always got a doubt of black man. I can't believe you got a liquor store.
I can't believe they got him over there.
I can't believe you got a top shop. You feel me?
Man, so okay, truth, you know, tell you about. So they look at us. I said, well, why don't you go to church? The two big popular answers are the preacher beg for money, and all he doing is just telling lies and messing with women. Nah,
that's crazy.
It's beyond crazy.
That's crazy. That's what they want to believe to keep them from going anywhere.
This one guy, I ain't gonna call his name because he logged on. I'm gonna tell you, he's not at my church. But so me and him was sitting up talking one day. We shooting the breeze. We playing cards. We sipping on a little bit of that good Crown at the time. So he was like, man, you know, one Sunday I'm gonna come check you out. I said, don't do that.
Don't do that.
He said, why not? I said, man, I know you ain't nowhere near right. I'm gonna have to stop service and have you to come lay at the altar. And we're gonna pray for you the whole service. He stood there laughing. So he was like, you know, so I said, well, look here, man. When you gonna go and get your life? Go to church. Man, when I get myself together, I said, you ain't gonna never get it together.
Hell no, you ain't gonna never get yourself together. I used to say that all the time. Boy, when I get myself together, I'm gonna come on over there. Boy, I don't never make it over there.
I'll make you laugh. So he was like, man, I don't like the pastor, you know, all he do is this and that. I said, well, let me help you out, Doc. You married? He said, yeah. I said, you got to be the biggest fool on planet Earth. He looked at me, what you talking about, boss? I said, I'm going to tell you. Your lady get up every Sunday morning and groom herself better than she do on her 9-to-5 job. She probably borrows some money from you, and she goes up in the church Sunday after Sunday uncovered.
Yeah.
The pastor don't know she got a boyfriend, and she ain't going to tell him. I said, let's just say he flirt with her. Is he wrong? Shoot, yeah. I said, how is he wrong and you letting her go out uncovered?
Yeah. You letting her, she going to church to get a better understanding of life, and you ain't going with her. And you ain't
going with her.
And your lady, you ain't protecting your woman.
You ain't protecting her. That's the same thing that happened with Adam and
Eve.
Because
the man stayed in front of the woman when it comes to God.
Not so much as stand in front of her, you be with her.
Yeah.
That's how the serpent got to Eve. Adam was nowhere around.
Yeah.
If Adam had a
tell my wife out there, you hear that, don't it, baby?
But
better not be going to church without me, goddamn.
Yeah, you better get up and go with her.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna get up and go with him, but if she sneak out, you know, out there, because I was on that Crown last night and then I can't get up Sunday and she snuck out, goddamn.
You sit up in the bed and you let her get groomed. She gonna curl her hair.
She gonna get dead ass fine.
She gonna get nice,
right?
Don't
talk about dead ass fine. Spray all the cologne on.
And then gonna go to church.
Titties be perked up nice.
So I asked the question, how does the preacher know you in the picture?
And she been coming to church 4 weeks.
But how does he know? How does he know you in the picture?
Yeah, he gonna strike.
Okay, so stop. You can't get mad at him because you left your prized possession uncovered.
And then you can see your woman going to church if she want a man of God.
That's it. So now he got to thinking about it. This is no lie. He put the blunt down because he was smoking. He looked over there at me. He said, "Nigga, say that again real slow." So I break it down to him again.
Yeah.
Like, forget that. Boomer, you got to be a fool.
Yeah.
You let this girl go to church Sunday behind Sunday. And probably, in y'all car.
And probably going to Bible study now.
No, she ain't going to do no Bible study. She got to work. But
Yeah.
I said, bro, how does he know you in the picture?
And you ain't showing up.
2 weeks later, that joker came back. He's smiling, me and him talking. He said, man, you ain't going to believe what I did.
What
I said, I hope you ain't stole nothing.
Yeah.
He said, no, man, I joined church. I said, man, look here. Whoever's selling you that weed, I'm finna tell them to cut you off.
Cut you off right now.
I said, because they selling you some bad stuff. He said, no, seriously, I joined church. So he done showed me some pictures. I said, this nigga done joined church. Why you join church? He said, man, ain't nobody finna take my good thing without a fight. Every Sunday he's been there. He done became he's an usher and he's a deacon. He out there in the country. He said, you think you slick? He said, I ain't got to think about what you saying, man. He said it took a little while for it to sink in.
That nigga went and got in the church.
He got in the church.
I'm talking about
and
usher with the white gloves and there washing the door.
I don't know if he wearing the gloves, but I tell you what, he posted up in there. Ain't nothing finna take his
He had
man.
Bible study.
He had to think about that. I said, you keep serving her up. I said, man, look here.
Now he all at church now. Talking about, just give him to me. Give me the little boy. I keep him quiet.
He know some hymns and everything. Hey, man, let me tell you. Listen to this right. He sweet-eyed not. But don't sing this to me, man.
Man, oh man, Mr. Knight, man. I wish we could talk all day and keep going on, man. But we running out of time, man.
I'm sorry, man.
Man, I really appreciate you for coming out and just open us up. You feel me? Open our mind, because sometimes we fall asleep and get distracted. The government is very, very good and very prestige at how they confuse us a lot of times, man.
Another thing, and I know time is of the essence. Stop letting these jacklegs, this is to all the pastors. Stop letting these politicians run up in the church during political season, lying to the congregation, giving them false promises and false hopes about things they have no intent on doing.
Just to get the black man vote.
Just to get the black man vote. We got to, I tell you what, they don't run up in the white church with that.
Yeah, no, I ain't never seen them at
you ain't going to
Methodist churches and
you
stuff.
ain't going to, because you know what? They respect God in their house.
And they so smart. I ain't gonna say smart. They so conniving to know to get the black man, I gotta go to the church. You feel what I'm saying? Like if we ain't had no church, they wouldn't know where to reach out to us at.
Do you not know black people are the only people that fight church? Church is the last thing with structure that we have left in our life.
That's all, because that's the only thing they really couldn't take from us. But even though they corrupted that too, you feel me?
You know what
I mean? So
you got to study to show thyself approved. If your pastor taking up 6 offerings, then you the fool to sit.
If he taking up 6, you the fool to sit. I know that, right? How many of your church take, right?
I don't need but $1.
Okay, I know that, right?
I'm
about to say, I don't need number
one.
one.
What you do?
Yeah.
I welcome all y'all to come to North Montgomery.
Okay.
The listening audience, 1527 Ferguson Street in Newtown. We don't hold.
Say it one more time for the folks in the back.
1527 Ferguson Street in Newtown. It's called North Montgomery Baptist Church. I don't need, but we do one offering, and that's on the way out the door.
Yeah.
I don't like to stop the service worrying about no money.
Yeah.
I don't. You came in for a word, right?
You're right.
And that's what I'm finna give you this Sunday. And I give you folks a heads up, since it's Black History Month, we're going to talk about the identity of Christ, Revelations 1:14 and 15.
Write that down.
And the thing of it is, for those of you that got that blonde hair, blue-eyed guy in your house, that's not Jesus, that's Cedric Bergier. So we're going to deal with the real identity of Christ.
Drop some jewels on him.
Absolutely.
What's his name, Cedric who?
Cedric Bergier.
Bergier. Y'all better look that up now.
You can hit it on your smartphone.
I'm telling you, Google that with your little smart ass. You want to Google everything else, Google that motherfucker. You feel me? But yeah, Mr. Knight, man, we really appreciate you, man. I had to bring you through, man, to educate us. I joke all the time, but I want to let my viewers know that, I'm very tuned in to what's going on, and I want to be informed more about what's going on so I can pay better attention and I can do more research. So I really appreciate you for just coming out and just taking your time to drop us some jewels on it, you feel me? Because we've been fooled a lot of different ways, man, you feel me? And what it sounds like from everything you saying, that we have to do our own personal research, you feel me? We have to love ourselves, you feel me? Do our own personal research and make better decisions about who we put in these chairs to speak for us, you feel me?
I'll leave you with this. when we run for office and we go through their community, they've already got your background.
Yeah.
When they come through our community, they giving out T-shirts, watermelons, and they hugging on us and playing, and they always get some Uncle Tom or some Auntie Jane to bring them through the community, especially in communities they can't come in without the person that they're paying to lead them through. When was the last time you had somebody white to lead you through the white community?
Can't catch a fish without a worm.
Right. So why is it the only time they can come through our community is when they got one of us leading the way?
Yeah.
Take your time.
Yeah, man. Y'all give it up for Mr. Tony Knight, man, dropping the jewels off on us, man. Chopping It Up podcast. We ain't ignorant over here. We laugh and joke. We laugh and joke, man, but we focus over here, man. I just want to thank you one more time, Mr. Tony Knight, man, for coming through, man. Man, tell them your social media and where to catch you at on Sunday, man.
Y'all can hit me up, Tony Knight, on Facebook. I'll delete a few people to add you onto the page. If you can't get there, come through on a Sunday, man. We start at 11. I don't hold all day. Just like you, Pastor, got things to do too. So we get in at 11. We get out when the Lord says time to go. It's 1527 Ferguson Street, Montgomery, Alabama. That's 1527 Ferguson Street, Montgomery, Alabama.
Don't be scared.
I love to see y'all.
Man, I appreciate you, Mr. Knight, man. Go check out his church, man. He's a real pastor that been through real life situations, so he's going to keep it all the way real with you. And that's what we need, somebody to keep it real and honest with us. You feel me? Thank you, Mr. Knight, one more time for coming out, man. I'm comedian DJ Joy, and we just chopped it up with Pastor Tony Knight, man.
Man, you know what's going on? You chopping up with DJ Joy podcast.
What it do? This your girl Carly V, and I'm chopping it up with DJ George.
Yeah, y'all. All that shouting, man. What's poppin', y'all? This King James checking in, man. With DJ George, man. With Chop It Up podcast.
What's up, man? It's your boy Diego the Great checking in right here on Chopping It Up podcast with comedian DJ George.
It's your boy Dollar Bill G5, man. And every time I'm chopping it up, I chop it up with DJ George. Yeah.
Chopping It Up podcast.
Y'all listening to Chop It Up with DJ George.
It's your boy Jungle, baby, and you're chopping it up with the Chopping It Up podcast show.